Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon his last and finest apostle, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all our viewers. So today, I'm not here for a program. This is a new episode that we've started today. You see, critics of Islam are trying to bring out contradiction from the Quran. So we have one by name Folari Sunday, that is the one who has the page called Fatsi Okodoro on Facebook. So he's doing a comedy. So I don't call that contradiction. He makes many comedy trying to prove contradiction from the Quran, but we shall be answering all his comedies, all his so-called contradiction in the Quran. We shall be addressing them, inshallah. So today I'm not here for a program. I'm here to complete his comedy which he started. You know, when you start something, you don't know how to end it. We have people to teach you how to end it. So he started the comedy, but I will teach him how to end it. So listen to the so-called contradiction he mentioned from the Quran. And if you listen to this, you consider this man to be an ignorant person, because I don't see anything that sounds like knowledge with him. So let us listen to the so-called contradiction he mentioned from the Quran, and let's see how we are going to reply and help him in completing the comedy, inshallah. So engineer, you play it for the viewers. Let us listen to the so-called contradiction he mentioned in the Quran.
Quran said, if you have considered this Quran, if it had been from other than Allah, you will have found it needs much contradiction. Now let's go. Is there any contradiction in the Quran? Surah 17 ayah 95. Say, if there were upon the earth angels walking securely, we would have sent down to them from heaven an angel as a messenger. If there are angels living on earth, then that means Allah will have sent angels to the people. That means angels are not living on earth. Why are angels sent to the people? How do we know? Surah 19. Let's check Surah 19 ayah 17. Surah 19 ayah 17 to see if truly angel was sent on earth. Surah 19 ayah 17. And she took in seclusion from them a screen. Then we sent to her our angel, and he represented himself to her as a well-proportioned man. Even angel came to Miriam as a well-proportioned man. Is this a lie or not? Angel was sent to Muhammad. Angel was sent to some of the prophets in the Quran. If the Quran is not a lie, why was angel sent on earth when we know angels are not living on earth? Brethren, consider the Quran as a false book.
Put a stop. MashaAllah. You listen, this is Folari Sunday. He mentioned the so-called contradiction. He quoted from Surah to Banu Israel, chapter number 17, verses 95. So let us listen to what the verse said. This now, even from the verse, he gave a what we call misinterpretation. He misinterpreted the verse, but we are going to put the verse into context, and we will realize that what he saw, even what he is even trying to compare in Surah chapter 19 verse 17 is not making any sense. Before that, he quoted Quran chapter 17 ayah number 95, but I will start from 94. Let us listen to what the Quran said. Allah said, وَمَا مَنَعَ النَّاسَ أَن يُؤْمِنُوا إِذْ جَاءَهُمُ الْهُدَى إِلَّا أَن قَالُوا أَبَعَثَ اللَّهُ بَشَرًا رَسُولًا إِلَّا أَن قَالُوا أَبَعَثَ اللَّهُ بَشَرًا رَسُولًا. Allah said, and what prevented the people from accepting the Quran? What prevented the people? Meaning Allah is referring to who? To the Quraysh, to the pagans, those that denied Prophet Muhammad. So they were seeking from Muhammad. They were seeking from a sign from the Prophet, but they were not ready to accept the Prophet. Allah said, وَمَا مَنَعَ النَّاسَ أَن يُؤْمِنُوا إِذْ جَاءَهُمُ الْهُدَى. There is nothing that prevailed the people to accept the Prophet when he came to them with the guidance, except that they were saying, أَن قَالُوا أَبَعَثَ اللَّهُ بَشَرًا رَسُولًا. They were saying, how can Allah send a man just like us as a messenger to us? So this is what the people said to the Prophet, that they don't accept him as a prophet because Prophet Muhammad was a man like them. So what were they expecting? They were expecting an angel to come to them as a messenger, not a man. How do we know this? We go back to Surah Al-Furqan, Surah chapter number 25, ayah number 7. Quran chapter 25, ayah number 7. The Quran said, وَقَالُوا مَا لِهَذَا الرَّسُولِ يَأْكُلُ الطَّعَامَ وَيَمْشِي فِي الْأَسْوَاقِ لَوْلَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِ مَلَكٌ فَيَكُونَ مَعَهُ نَذِيرًا. They said, مَا لِهَذَا الرَّسُولِ, how can Muhammad be a messenger? يَأْكُلُ الطَّعَامَ, he used to eat a food. وَيَمْشِي فِي الْأَسْوَاقِ, he walked in the market. لَوْلَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِ مَلَكٌ فَيَكُونَ مَعَهُ نَذِيرًا. If truly Prophet Muhammad is a messenger, Allah send an angel to come with him to be a messenger, so that the angel will be his friend, a messenger. So they were saying that if Prophet Muhammad is a true messenger, let Allah send an angel with him to be a messenger. So they were seeking for a messenger. They said in that ayat he quoted in Surah Al-Banu Israel, chapter number 17, ayat number 35, which 95, which he quoted. Now let us go back to that same Surah Al-Banu Israel. In ayat 94, the Quran said, they were saying, Lawla unzil, they said, Illa an qalu ab'ath Allahu basharan rasula. They said, how can we believe with you when you, well, how can this man, a man, be a messenger? So they were expecting somebody to be a messenger to them, not human being. That is not possible. Allah only sent a human being as a messenger to human being. So the ayat which he tried to quote as a contradiction was verse 95, which says, Kullau kana fil ard. Now this is the answer. They said, how can Allah send a man like us to be a messenger for us? Allah give the answer. Allah said to the Prophet, Kul, say to them, لو كان في الأرض ملائكة يمشون مطمئنين لنزلنا عليهم من السماء ملكا رسولا. Allah said, if it had been, if it were to be that it was angels who are on earth moving, meaning if angels are the one that are to be on earth, moving on earth, living on earth, living their life cycle on earth, then we will not send a prophet, a man as a messenger to them. We will then send a messenger as an angel. We will then send an angel as a messenger. Allah said, لو كان في الأرض ملائكة. If there were upon the earth angels working securely, we would have sent down to them from the heaven an angel as a messenger. The Quran doesn't say Allah cannot send messenger, cannot send an angel to bring a message to a prophet. But they were asking for an angel to be a messenger to them, to be a prophet telling them, do this, stop this. Allah said, do this. Allah said, stop this. But it's not possible. Allah said, if it were human being, if it were an angels that are on the earth, then by then we are to send angel as a prophet to angels, not human being. So where is the contradiction? He quoted Quran chapter 19, verses ayah 17. The ayat said, فَأَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهَا رُوحَنَا فَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشَرًا سَوِيًّا. Then we sent to her an angel, and he appeared to her in a well-proportioned man. So he said, Allah in this verse said, angels are not on earth, but there he sent angel. You are misquoting, because there Allah sent an angel to bring message to who? To Mary. Allah do send angels to come to bring message for who? For the prophet. But Allah said, he doesn't keep angels to be on earth as a place of dwelling. So how can he raise an angel to be a messenger? Where is the contradiction here? Where is the contradiction? The contradiction is in your brain. Now, since you are unable to prove the contradiction in the Quran, you just play your game. I will help you in playing the game. Open your Bible. In any video I make to give a reply to you, I must give you a contradiction in the Bible which you can never be able to address. And I challenge any man, any Christian to come and prove this to prove this verse that I'm bringing as not a contradiction. Number one, we start from the book of 2nd Chronicle, chapter number 21, verse number 20. 2nd Chronicle, chapter 21, verses number 20. The Bible said the father of Athaliah began to reign in Jerusalem as a king when he was 32 years old, and he reigned for 8 years in Jerusalem. If you add the ages together, the father of Athaliah reigned as a king in Jerusalem for how many years? 40 years. Now the next chapter, 2nd Chronicle chapter 22, verses 2. Athaliah, his father, died at the age of 40. Immediately, Ahaziah the son began to reign. The father of Ahaziah was the one who died at the age of 40. Immediately in 2nd Chronicle chapter 22, verses 2, Ahaziah began to reign at the age of 42. Contradiction. How can a son age his father with 2 years? The father died at the age of 40. Immediately the son began to reign as a king at the age of 42. Even in film, this cannot happen. How can a son age his father with 2 years? How can a son age his father with 2 years? This is a contradiction in your Bible. Tell us, how can a son age his own father with 2 years? So if you don't know how to play the game, we will help you in playing it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.